A Nigerian nurse in Maryland earns 92,000 US dollars a year. Her counterpart in Lagos, same training, same hours, same care, earns about 11 million naira. On paper, the Maryland nurse earns roughly 10 times more. On her bank statement, after the country, the city, and her family have taken their share, she is 5 times poorer. This is the math nobody runs, because nobody benefits from running it. I am the narrator of Diaspora Wealth Lab. This is case file IA001. We are going to walk the math. Independent, education only. Composite case study, fully labeled. Subscribe if the next 13 minutes hold up. By 13 minutes from now, you will have 3 things. A specific number, your true monthly disposable income, run 2 ways. A composite case study you can compare yourself against. And 3 actions you can run this Sunday before the next quarterly conversation with your family. 3 variables decide how much of your dollar equivalent income actually reaches your life. Once you can see them, you cannot unsee them. Variable 1, effective tax plus mandatory deductions. A Maryland nurse on $92,000 a year pays federal income tax, Maryland state tax, FICA, Social Security plus Medicare, and her share of employer health insurance premiums. Combined effective rate, before she sees a dollar, roughly 35%. Her Lagos counterpart on 11 million naira pays pay as you earn, plus mandatory pension contributions. Combined effective rate, roughly 12%. Variable 1 alone closes a third of the headline gap. Variable 2, dollar burn. The unavoidable cost of being present in an expensive city. A 1-bedroom apartment in Bethesda, walking distance to the hospital, runs about $2,200 a month. A car payment, insurance, and gas runs about $420. Health top-ups her employer plan does not cover, roughly $180. Phone and utilities, $240. Groceries, the unromantic baseline, $420. That is $3,460 a month before she has had dinner out, traveled home, saved a dollar, or made the rent rise the landlord is planning for next year. Her Lagos counterpart's equivalent fixed costs, a 1-bedroom in Lekki, a car payment, the same baseline categories, runs about $300 US equivalent. The dollar that buys her 1-bedroom buys her cousin a flat with a balcony. Variable 3, remittance load, the flow that runs one direction. ADAOBI, the composite we are about to walk through, sends $750 home every month. Her mother's medications, one cousin's school fees, the grandmother's contribution, that is $9,000 a year, off the top, before her own life begins. Her Lagos counterpart sends 0 abroad. The remittance flow runs one direction. Variable 3 has no symmetric column. Meet ADAOBI, 31, Nigerian American, NICU nurse at a hospital outside Bethesda, Maryland. Gross salary $92,000. Lives alone in a 1-bedroom 3 miles from the hospital. 12-hour shifts, 3 a week, plus overtime when the unit is short. ADAOBI is a composite. Names changed, story documented from multiple real diaspora households. Her numbers are middle of distribution for her cohort, not extreme. Run the salary math. Gross, $92,000. Minus federal income tax plus Maryland state plus FICA, roughly $24,800. Minus her employer health insurance share, $4,800. Minus her retirement contribution to capture the employer match, $4,600. Take home, $57,800 a year, $4,817 a month. Now the burn, $2,200 for rent, $420 for the car, $180 for health top-ups, $240 for phone and utilities, $420 for groceries, $3,460 a month. Fixed. Take home minus fixed burn, $1,357 a month before any discretionary anything, before dinner out, before flights home, before a single dollar of savings. Subtract the remittance, $750 a month to Enugu. ADAOBI's true monthly disposable income, what is hers to spend, save, or send anywhere of her own choosing, is $607. Now her Legos counterpart. Same training, same hours. Gross, 11 million naira a year. Pay plus pension, roughly 12%, 1.32 million naira. Take home, 9.68 million naira a year, or roughly 806,000 a month. Lucky one-bedroom rent, about 450,000 a month. Transit, 60,000. Phone plus utilities, 30,000. Groceries, 110,000. Total fixed, about 650,000 naira. Take home minus fixed, about 156,000 naira a month of discretionary income. At the test week rate of 1,500 naira per dollar, that's approximately 104 US dollars a month of disposable income. On the naive read, Maryland wins, $607 versus $104. But pull on the second thread. Run the same arithmetic on a Lagos professional earning 11 million naira who lives one tier of lifestyle lower than Bethesda equivalence. A two-bedroom Magodo instead of a Lekki 1BR, public transport instead of car ownership. Total fixed, 310,000 naira. Disposable, 496,000 naira a month. At the same rate, approximately $331. And now the comparison that nobody runs. An equivalent professional in Lagos, same training, same career horizon, who builds rather than rents, who lives in family proximity rather than carrying a household alone, who is sending zero abroad, has roughly 3,159 US dollar equivalent of monthly disposable income. ADAOBI has 607. The delta is $2,552 a month. 5 times the wealth per month on 1/10 the dollar gross. Run it the other direction. $2,552 a month in Maryland, adjusted for purchasing power parity, buys roughly 11 million naira of equivalent lifestyle in Lagos, annualized. Stop on that for a second. ADAOBI is losing, every month, the equivalent of the entire annual salary of the counterpart she is told she is doing better than. The migration story has a number. The number is $2,552 a month, every month, for as long as the calculation holds. This is not an argument for going home. This is not an argument for staying. Both choices have second variables: career trajectory, children's education, family proximity, healthcare access in your 70s, that the spreadsheet does not capture. But the spreadsheet is the floor of the conversation, not the ceiling. You cannot have the right conversation about the second variables until you have the first variable on the table. And the first variable, for most diaspora households, has never been on the table. 3 things this Sunday. 1. Run your own delta. The ADAOBI spreadsheet at the link has the formula, 20 minutes, with your spouse, if applicable, no phones. 2. Audit your remittance, not to cut it, to name it. How much is going home this month? Who asked for it? Who needs it? What is reflexive versus what is necessary? Most diaspora professionals have never written the number down. 3. Open the conversation. The next time a family member at home asks how things are, say the actual number, not the curated one, the real one. The conversation is hard the first time. It is necessary every time after. Comment richer below this video. The ADAOBI spreadsheet template drops Sunday with the newsletter. No spam, no upsell. The link is also in the description and pinned comment. Case file. IA001 is closed. If this is your first time on the channel, the description has the methodology, the source list, and the link to the Sunday newsletter where every episode's spreadsheet ships 48 hours before the next video drops. Next Tuesday, we open the FX pillar, the true cost of sending money home, 6 platforms tested live, every receipt archived. Two Flags Weekly drops Sunday with the worksheet. Education only, not advice. Verify with a regulated professional in your jurisdiction before you act. See you Tuesday.